got one last piece to share with you. Now, like Aaron said earlier, I got quite a fascination for con games. Like I said, I come from a very large Italian family where we all like playing con games, if you know what I mean. I think you do, sir. Hey, as a matter of fact, I was telling you earlier where the three-card monte, right? Raoul with my Uncle Petey. And he taught his son, Petey Boy, to play the three-shell game. Kid was amazing. But our favorite game was played by our grandfather, Salvatore Cavallo. They called him Sally Boy for short. He had a real young face. It's a New York thing. He played a game known as Find the Red Ball. Now, this was a game of wits that used a paper coffee cup and a red ball. And what he would do is he would hide the ball under one of three places, and if you're able to figure out where that ball was, you won the money. It was either going to be underneath the cup, inside the closed hand, or back inside the pocket. Figure out one of those spots, the hand, the pocket, the cup, and he puts it in his pocket. Now, it seems easy, right? See how Granddad had fast hands. I know, it's crazy. As a matter of fact, not only was he good looking, but he had a great personality. I like to think it runs in the family, if you know what I'm saying. At first, he'd let you play for fun, like the three-card monte. You know, he wanted to build your confidence, that sort of thing. Once the money comes into play, though, that little red ball, it's a lot harder to find. But it doesn't go that far. It's, again, underneath the cup, right? Thank you. Now, you know what? Grandpa, God rest his soul, he's gone now, but he cheated. No, he did. He used a trick cup. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell with this paper cup from the top or the bottom, but he used his finger, the polite one, if you know what I'm saying. He'd push down inside the ball, pushing solid through solid. But wait, there's more. I always want to say that, but there really is more. It has a little portal built inside, like a time machine. All right, I have a good imagination. It's more like a trap door. But what it is, Grandpa would throw that ball inside and it would completely disappear. It wouldn't go that far, though. It's just inside the trap door. Now, we were told that in the old days when you had to hit on it or bang on it to remove the red ball. But this is the future. You see, this one here has a little light activation built inside, like one of those hand sanitizer machines. Remember those days, huh? Forget about it. Check this out. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey! Crazy, right? I gotta tell you, don't play with my granddad, though. Hey, he was a cheater. He let you win when he wants you to win, but if he wants you to lose, change the game completely. And just when you think you might know where that ball is, it's no longer underneath the cup, but it's back inside the pocket, baby, yeah. Now, you know, not only was Granddad fast with his hands, but he was amazing at misdirection. It's a known fact the eyes can't track more than 2 items at a time. You throw a third item into the mix, and it'll make you dizzy. And that's what Grandpa was counting on, that you wouldn't know where to look. With 3 items, it's a little confusing. He'd take the ball, he'd throw it in his hand, with the stick going back and forth, you don't know where to look, and before you know it, it's back underneath the cup. As a matter of fact, he was so confident that he didn't even have to close his hand, but yet underneath the cup. Right? That's crazy. Now, it's at this point a lot of people quit the game, and rightly so. Think about it, they're losing money left and right. Not good for Granddad. He needs to keep you engaged. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a sucker move in every game. So this is what he does. He tries to up the bet. He says, I tell you what we're going to do. You bet 20, I'll make it 40. You bet 40, we'll double. I'll make it 80. This time, encourage him to make more. He says, and I'll get rid of the stick completely. All you got to do is keep your eye on the ball. There's only 3 places that it can be, right? I mean, obviously, inside the cup, inside the closed hand, or back inside the pocket. Now, the moment he put it in his pocket, a lady screamed. Grandpa turned around, and just then, an old guy picked up the cup. Now, he didn't know that. He turned back around, and he said, place your bets. I was trying to let him know it happened, but he pushed me aside. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets, place your bets. Everyone bet on the pocket, even me. I seen the cup empty. Well, Grandpa had a big smile at that point, and he walked over to the cup, and you know what happened then? He said, folks, you lose. I learned 2 things that day. 1, Grandpa was never going to give me my money back. He was going to teach me a lesson. And 2, well, he taught me how the shenanigans worked. How do you think I learned magic, right? Now, normally when this ball was traveling, you never seen it because it was traveling invisibly. I got a way that you can actually see the moment it happens. You're not going to believe it. I got one last thing to show you. I'm going to use a clear glass. So this way, when it drops in there, you'll see the moment it happens. As a matter of fact, I'll even do it under test conditions. I'll do it with the cup covering it in under 3 seconds. Watch. Watch the cup. It's amazing. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, folks, a game you never want to play, known as Find the Little Red Ball by my grandpa's Sally Boy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. One last thing. If we were to leave this like this and a cop was to stroll upon this, Sally Boy would have got busted. That's not good for him. But he's smarter than that. He's a sly fox. He'd take that ball cop strolling upon it, he'd throw it in his hand, he squeezes it till it turns into a square. Well, it's more like a cube. A sugar cube? He drops it inside the glass, and as the cop comes a little bit closer, he picks up the empty coffee cup and he pours himself a hot cup of black coffee. Just right before the cop got to the table, Grandpa realized he forgot his cream. No. So I uttered the words my grandfather told me when I was just a child. Let's say it all together. Bada bing, bada boom. And as he tilted the glass, he poured himself some cream. Now, folks, by the time the cops got to the table, well, Grandpa was just a classy guy drinking another fancy cup of coffee. So, moral of the story? Yeah, you stay away from the Little Red Ball, and, well, I'll keep drinking my little cup of coffee. That's my show, folks. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great evening here at the world famous Magic Castle. You guys are a great audience. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.